Alright, let's go find these beers, shall we? Where do we head off to? Let's go to the headquarters, see if Alice can help us out tracking whatever this is. Oh, actually, let's go to the promenade and use the solvent here on the plant.
The paint was still fresh, so the solvent would be sufficient to remove it.
There we go. Sweet, let's talk to Roger now then.
Good morning, Duke Ravendish. You can stop worrying about your palm tree.
You do not speak fallaciously. I see the mark has actually disappeared.
Now, will you answer my questions?
Ravendish can be ruthless, but always keeps his word. Ask away.
About the night we discussed earlier, do you remember witnessing anything suspicious?
The stroganoff stew was cooked without sour cream.
Not about
These
the food.
Americans and their culinary reinterpretations. Beyond that, I remember seeing an extraordinary individual. He was not a regular, I'm quite sure of that.
Can you describe him?
Formally attired, classy, possessing remarkable posture. He always had his back turned to me, so I cannot provide further details about his appearance.
Maybe the man in the mask?
Nothing else?
Oh, not that I remember. No.
Another dead end. He was the only witness of the event, and I only obtained a vague description. The alley was a cold lead after all.
Where is my head? I unintentionally omitted a detail.
There you go.
I held my breath.
As he strode towards the main street, the man received a phone call, from which I only managed to capture certain words. One in particular aroused my attention, and I determined to research it for purely academic reasons.
Oh, was it, what was it called? Saloma?
I wrote it down in a note that, given your precious help, I am willing to share with you.
Gripped with excitement, I prepared to read the note. It contained just one strange word. Never
mind.
Citlalicue?
Do not look at me like that. I have no idea what it means.
I'll handle this. Although I didn't know how to interpret it, I was sure that bizarre word would lead me to the man in the mask. I had to consult with Alice and try to tie together the strands of my investigations.
Oh, lad, can you remain a little longer?
What for?
Do you want me to prune your palm while I'm here?
You have proven to be a reliable collaborator, so I have a second request of you. Being a detective, you may have access to government databases through which you could research, this.
What is this?
I couldn't help but notice the effigy,
another.
a crow, in the act of surrounding the world with its wings. I had already seen the same symbol shortly before. M's medallion. What the hell was going on? Had I exposed a conspiracy of vagrants? Well, can you give me more specific information?
The crow, enveloping the world, is the symbol of the Ravendish family, as well as of the company I run. Or, more accurately, I ran.
Tell me everything. Forwards and backwards.
That shan't be easy, but very well.
Oh, cutscene
The
time.
Raven was, to me, a constant commitment. I ate with colleagues and slept in the office most of the time. I went home just one weekend a month at most. Over time, I started to ignore my family. First, my wife, who got sick of that situation and left the marriage. Then Cynthia.
Cynthia?
My only heir. She gave birth to a child, but I was so absorbed that I never went to visit them. When I saw her again, she told me she wanted to leave England to move here, to Miami. I was furious. I had filled her pockets with money, given her houses, clothes, and luxury cars, and she just wanted to abandon me, like her mother did. Oh, I feigned indifference and she left, repaying me with a taste of my own medicine.
And since then, you've never seen your daughter again?
Oh no.
My daughter reached Miami, but sometime later, she suffered a terrible accident. She was killed instantly, without pain. The baby, however...
That's the medallion she's wearing.
He had been abandoned.
How do you know that?
It's M.
Let's say it was a deduction.
My daughter realized she couldn't take care of the baby, so she abandoned him. I don't know what her last thoughts were, but I was sure they were about the choice she'd made. I used most part of my fortune organizing searches, but to no avail. I felt like I was going crazy from helplessness. In the end, I was declared unfit to manage the Raven, and my portion was bought out by a private group, the Fallen Rose.
Very depicting of the situation there.
Before my eyes, the pieces were being arranged in a very strange way. How could it be that the Fallen Rose itself, the company run by Radwed, was connected to that old man met only through chance? At that moment, I began to suspect that my meeting with Roger Ravendish was anything but random after all. You're telling me you stayed in Miami to look for your nephew for how many years, precisely?
12 years, give or take a few days. And I shall stay here as many more need be to reunite with him.
Listen, Duke Ravendish, I don't want to create false hope, but what are the chances that a 12-year-old kid who calls himself M would find himself in possession of your family medallion?
Boy, if this isn't jest, I must warn you that...
I believe it would be better if you came with me.
Oh, family
So this relic would be my
reunition.
grandpa.
Reuniting. Reunion. Reunion.
Hey, little monster, watch your mouth.
Come on. I get that you're a bit of a sucker, but I didn't think that much. This guy comes out with an absurd story and I should believe him without any evidence?
Michael, you wear the medallion of the Ravendish family.
Michael?
But there's more. An irrefutable piece of evidence that leaves no doubt in my mind.
Birthmark or something?
I see my Cynthia
Oh,
in your eyes.
Never mind.
Your mother.
My mom?
Come. I'll take you out of this hell.
Into another
The surface.
separate hell.
It's been such a long time since I've seen it. It has a weird smell.
City life is a collection of scents. The asphalt, the gardens, the water of the fountains.
Which reminds me of, let's go for a bath.
The pollution.
You'll learn to distinguish them. But for now, let's go home, Michael.
He is homeless, isn't
From
he?
the beginning of the story,
Maybe
I'd
don't.
done nothing but use everybody else to achieve my aims. But as I watched that grandfather and grandson leaving together, I realized that for the first time, I'd acted for the good of others, and not myself. It made me feel better.
Alright, back to the case at hand. Alice,
Hello.
need your help again.
Lars, don't you know that if you have to meet a girl after being in the sewer, you should first take a shower?
I would have really liked to, my dear, believe me. But today is not Saturday.
Oh god.
I already heard that one. So why do you have that strange smile?
I found out that two homeless nobles are related. I've brought them together.
Does it have anything to do with our case?
Yeah, no.
It was just a nice sentiment.
I understand. First, the secondary quest, right? Now, can we get back to the main one?
She knows. Alright, I was able to sneak inside.
I was able to sneak inside the factory.
How'd it go? Did you find anything?
It's actually really scary.
I think, my dear, that I underestimated those people. I had to deal with a person of uncertain gender armed to the teeth whom I managed to survive only by a miracle.
And a lot of frustration.
And thanks to my cat-like reflexes. Add to that the sketchy individual who gently suggested that I leave the case alone. And you'll have a clear picture of the current state of our investigation.
Somebody is not happy with the progress we're making.
Not at all. And the closer we get, the more I feel hunted.
The situation is more serious than I imagined. I really might have a chance for a promotion.
Hey, what about my life constantly being in danger?
Summing it all up, What do we actually know for sure?
First of all, I was able to put a name to our brown-haired mystery man. Now, the factory was registered to his name, a certain Radwed. Then I discovered that tonight an unspecified merchandise exchange will happen nearby at a local pier.
Considering the number of piers and ships anchored in Miami, it doesn't seem like enough to move forward. If only we had another hint of any kind.
I found a witness who swears he saw the lunatic who challenged me. According to this highly refined homeless person, the man uttered the word Citlalicue.
Circle Ciplo what?
Yeah, I basically had the same reaction. Can you do a search?
Let's see what I can find.
Citlalicue.
So the word itself is a proper name, in particular of an Aztec deity.
Interesting.
I think in our case it means something else, though. I did a cross-check with anything that might have local relevance. The search produced some matches. A themed hotel in the suburbs, a ship anchored here in Miami, and a strip club in nearby Miami Beach.
It must be the strip club. See you later, Alice.
Stop right there, you pervert.
Don't get it. My instincts lead me to believe that.
Keep your instinct at bay. We need to narrow down the field. We can't afford to go off at random.
All right. But I'm sure it's the strip club.
Okay.
Alice, let's think back to the clues we know for sure.
So, in the factory, you found a reference to a merchandise exchange.
That will happen tonight at an unspecified pier.
Then that witness you talked to gave us a name. Citlalicue.
Gotta be the ship, man.
Which, among other things, seems to be a ship anchored in Miami right now.
And here we are. I want to do another check. Give me a minute.
Where does that ship
Don't get
come
too carried
from?
away. The two details could be unconnected.
I don't think so. The Citlalicue is a ship used for goods transport and is actually anchored at Pier 5 in the Biscayne Bay. And listen to this. It seems to be registered to none other than Kathrin Mulzberg.
I knew the man was involved with his daughter's kidnapping. Maybe by merchandise exchange. They actually mean the girl.
Oh, no way.
I just have to wait now. If all goes well, I could close the case by tonight.
Listen, Lars, if you're going to sneak onto the ship alone, it'd be better to take precautions this time. Burton wanted me to compile an inventory of new gadgets which just arrived in the department, and there's one thing you absolutely have to see.
What's that? What was that?
A metal bracelet. Pretty ugly, too.
Is this an Apple Watch? What is this?
It contains a powerful tracker that will allow me to follow your every movement.
Oh, goody.
So, if I were to disappear, you could at least find my corpse. And this other electronic thingy?
That microphone?
You must pay very careful attention to that. It shoots lethal lasers.
Really?
Really?
No, silly.
No.
It's simply a Bluetooth headset. This will make it easier to communicate. How do you plan to sneak aboard the ship?
Oh, the old-fashioned way, miss.
I just
On
have
my
to arrange a
tiptoes.
ride by sea, and I know just the right smelly person for the job. If I hurry, maybe I'll be able to reach him before he leaves the city.
Lars, don't get killed.
Well, it has happened before, but don't you worry. I'll try. Who is this smelly person that can help me get on board of the ship? Oh, I am right in his dinghy, right.
Then, I saw him.
Radwed. He looks like
Radwed
Sasuke.
was there, a few feet away from that crate.
Sasuke and Sonic mixed together.
From back there, I couldn't hear what they were saying, but the tension seemed as tight as a bowstring. From Mama's agitated hand gestures, I realized that I was the topic of discussion. Radwed, for his part, seemed calm, almost indifferent.
Was he just using Eric's daughter or something to get close to her? But she is pregnant though, so...
Was it possible that my interference had passed so... unnoticed?
What are you doing here, Stallone?
Oh, buddy!
Can't
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, he just whacked me in the nugget. Okay, alright. Oh god.
They had thrown me inside a cold, dark cargo hold.
Not very unlike my room, though.
Oh, that blow was immense. But at least I was still alive. Eugene didn't have the guts to kill me. Not yet, at least. He had also emptied my pockets. If they hadn't destroyed it, the tracker analysis bracelet would bring back up here sooner or later. But would I still be alive by then? I had to escape on my own.
Alright, let's consult the notebook. Oh, I don't have any of my items. Just a balm. I'm glad they left me with the balm, just in case. Just in case. I have to get out of here. Yeah, no shit. 3.
The springs of that cot were about to give out. Literally. No exaggeration.
Okay.
Normally, portholes don't have a locking mechanism, yet that one was an opening. And more than just closed, it seemed jammed. Maybe the problem was with the hinge.
Could I use the balm here?
Better think about it.
Alright, I'll think about it then.
The winch seemed to be working. I could operate it with those commands.
These commands?
The hook was already in position.
Okay.
The hook was already...
Alright, we'll just leave the things for now. Let's...
That hatch could become my escape route, but it was secured to the floor with a lock.
This lock? Can I, open it by your hands? Come on, buddy! A little bit
Although
more.
I tried with all my might, I couldn't break the lock with my bare hands.
There's also a rat hole there or something.
I found an old CD player. Old-fashioned, but still functioning. An original pony, by the way. Trying to open it, I broke the little reception antenna. It was completely jammed.
Alright, we have an antenna and the pony CD player.
One of the last pony CD player models. I remember one of its selling points was the ability to be remote controlled.
Oh, that must be... must come in handy. Remote
The
control.
uselessness of that function contributed to the failure of the product, but it could help me right at the moment. The player had no intention of opening manually.
Okay.
It was a thin, small, metallic pole.
There's a ball with the
No
CD
matter
player.
how hard I tried,
Alright, he doesn't see the reason in it. Well,
they were very well sealed, and I didn't have time to try opening them. Not to mention that inside, I'd have probably just found rotten fish and rum bottles. Attached to one of those crates was an inviting piece of adhesive tape, though.
ooh, can I take that then? He's got it. He's got it. Nice, okay. There's a tent as well here.
The tent was worn and ripped in many places. Behind it was just a shadowy area.
Alright, anything else we can interact with? The winch cable, there's a lamp. Alright, just snag that. Lampshade.
It was a lampshade.
Okay.
I didn't know exactly why, but having some tape in my pocket made me feel like a better man.
I think I've seen winch cable. Let's have a look at that.
The winch was being powered with that cable.
Alright, and the hook.
To use the hook, I first had to release the cable supporting it.
Release the cable supporting it. Does that mean just lower it? Attach the hook to the lock here?
The hook would have never reached the lock.
Okay, maybe the hinge, the porthole.
First, it was too far.
Alright, maybe some of the crates or something?
In that moment, it didn't...
Shelves?
I was all...
The cot? Come on, man.
Was it really worth...
Well, I would think so. There's the hook on the winch cables? Why would I want to do that, though? No idea. Alright, let's... can I move this further to the right or something? Right, left.
I couldn't with the...
Let's lift the hook. Move this. So he only goes right or left. Okay. Alright, can I use this here now?
There was no way to attach the hook.
No way to attach the hook. Okay. Well, maybe use the adhesive tape?
No matter how hard I tried.
Alright. Maybe we have to combine these two or something.
I thought it was better to look. I didn't know exactly why.
Maybe not. Can I use... Maybe I need some of the springs in this cot or something. Can I use the antenna to rip open the cot?
I thought it was better to look.
Nope. Maybe I need to combine
In
something.
that moment, I had obviously developed some sort of foresight because soon enough, that idea would reveal itself to be successful.
Uh-huh. Right.
Sometimes,
Never mind that.
I did it. Sometimes. Maybe. Sometimes.
Alright. No idea then. Am I supposed to...
They were very well sealed, and I didn't have time to try opening them. Not to mention that inside, I'd have probably just found... That hatch could become my escape route. That hatch...
Can I use the antenna on the lock here, maybe? Try to open it? Yeah.
Years of spy movies suddenly revealed themselves as nothing but shattered illusions. All I did was break the tip of the antenna.
Oh god. Alright. So now it's a pointed antenna. Can I use it to open the cot? Rip it open?
Sometimes,
No.
I could insulate the antenna with tape, but I didn't see any reason why. Maybe.
Why would I want to... Can I cut the cables?
The winch could still be useful to me, so I'd
Alright, no sabotaging it. Maybe in the portal, maybe jam it somewhere there?
better to look at it closely.
Let's have a look at it first.
I was sure the damage was in there, but I couldn't get a grip on it.
Alright, maybe we can place this here somehow? Here we go.
And that's why the porthole wasn't opening. The spring that regulated its hinge movement was rotten. I
Rusted
could have
spring.
slid the rusty spring out of its housing, but without a replacement, I wouldn't have accomplished much.
Okay, so we need a spring. We know there's one in the cot here. Can I not just open the cot
I thought it was better to...
with my bare hands, maybe?
It could collapse at any moment.
Just... There we go.
The end of the bed was damaged, and a spring stuck out.
Alright, you do have a spring now, so let's put that in place.
The new spring perfectly fit the housing.
You ugly rat! You again.
It's the same one, it's M's rat. How did he get on board of the ship?
I must have climbed the side of the ship looking for something to eat. Well, wait a second. That means M is down there.
Can we see him? Oh, there he is.
If I wanted M to notice me, that bulb would have to be used where it was.
Can I put a lampshade on it?
I thought it was better to look for...
No. There's a
If I
reflector.
could point that reflector downward, I'd be able to draw M's attention. I had to pull off one of my magic maneuvers.
Oh yeah, one of them. Oh, what's this cable
That
here?
wire was linked to the reflector. If only they hadn't deprived me of that beautiful extending clothes stick.
Can I cut the cable?
No matter how hard I tried,
No. Adhesive tape on the cable?
I thought it was
Just throw the CD player at him?
Or maybe... Calling out loud would have alerted Radwed's men too. Maybe there was a more cunning and discreet way to attract M's attention. I could see M right below. A reflector pointed towards the high seas, probably to spot potential incoming boats.
There's also a chain here somewhere. Damn. Do I have anything? Can I just throw the
In that
ball?
moment, if I wanted M to know,
I do have a lampshade. Can I just not make signals with
I thought
this?
it was better to look for another. I thought it was...
Maybe we do have to put the hook through
Maybe
the
with
thing.
the hook,
Yeah.
I would be able to make something happen on the exterior of the ship.
Maybe. Let's try this. Can we use it to get the
It
reflector?
wasn't long enough to reach the reflector, but maybe I didn't need to do that.
Okay, maybe to the cable, attach it?
There was nothing left to do but pull the hook hard.
Alright, let's try and do that then. Pull. There we go.
I heard the clinking of chains coming from outside.
He's coming to my rescue! Yay!
Em had climbed like a monkey up the side of the ship.
There he is.
I can almost smell your ode to sewer now.
I knew it was you doing that thing with the reflector. How did you move it from a distance? Are you an illusionist?
In a way, I connected the hook of a winch to the...
If you reveal the trick, it's no fun anymore. You're the world's worst illusionist.
Alright, no time for chit-chat though.
You're not the first to tell me I talk too much.
Did you see my spubby up there by any chance?
Yeah, we saw him.
See? A little demon jumped all over me.
Oh no! I can't leave this place without my spubby.
I can't get out of this place, period. Give me a hand. Rather than thinking about your lousy rat.
What should I do?
Don't you have something you could help me with? I don't know, like a pick lock, a file, sawed-off shotgun?
Anything at all, man.
Or my former pony remote control. Very useful for matters like this.
Oh, thank you. And some cheese.
I got it. I'll help you recover that filthy creature.
Some cheese.
Look how that little critter came out of its lair. It must have an incredible sense of smell. I started to consider that the tiny thing might be helpful in creating an escape plan from that cargo hold. After all, rodents are well known to gnaw everything, aren't they?
Even woods. Is that what he said?
Damn cheese eater! I really need to lure him into the open somehow. The classic domestic problem. How to capture a little pest that can crawl anywhere and run away at the speed of light. Simple answer. With a trap.
Exactly. So we need to... Let's place the cheese
In
here.
that moment,
Nope, can't really do that. Alright. We can create a trap with this, though.
better. I didn't understand. It was ideal as bait, but first, I needed to come up with something to assure me that trap would trigger once the rat was inside it. I needed a way to remote control it.
Oh,
My clumsy alarm.
maybe the CD player, though, comes in handy now.
Interesting idea, but not with the CD player closed.
Can we open the CD
One
player?
of the last Pony CD. I remember one of it.
Alright, we can open it with the remote controller.
Curiously, the two devices were the same brand. I wondered if there was a way to open the CD player by using the remote control. I would need help.
What?
The universal remote control from the best of...
What do you mean I would need help? Does he know how to operate it?
Where'd you learn to climb so well, kid?
Have you ever tried climbing a filthy and slime-filled sewer tube? By comparison, a chain is like taking an escalator.
Alright,
It's my understanding that you know a lot about technology.
More than you, obviously, given the cell phone you carry around.
I just found this old-fashioned CD player and realized it's the same brand as my TV. My hope is that I can use the remote control to make the CD player work from a distance.
But you don't know how to set it.
I don't even know what set it means precisely.
If your remote control is universal, it could work. Do exactly what I tell you. Hold down the function and power buttons together for a few seconds. If you hear a beep, it means it worked.
no, together, you doofus.
Hey, it really worked.
Wait, did he do that? Where's the power? Oh, he's clicking with his left thumb, okay.
You never cease to surprise me, you naughty rascal.
Alright,
Try not to be seen by anyone, kid.
let's go back. Let's use it to open the CD player. Oh, it's opened already. Alright, so we can place this in...
In that moment, it did.
Never mind that. Can we place this in there?
A technological rat trap was coming to life in my ingenious hands.
Okay, good. Now we need the cheese in there.
I had the trap I needed.
And voila.
That was the best spot for the plan I had in mind. Force the rat to dig its way through the wood. I waited a few seconds, but that rotten rat did not show up. I probably scared him.
So what do we do?
They were very... Not to mention...
Just go behind the tent. Okay, yeah. Got him.
Gotcha! Little guy, you're gonna be my ticket out of here. I felt a bit sorry for the rat, but not so much as to free him. I felt a bit...
So Can we use it? Can I use the thing then?
I thought it was better to look.
There's a rat,
I
man.
felt a bit sorry. The little rat was evidently scared, upset, and desperately looking for a way out. Just like me. If I could just make it dig.
I have to make it dig now. Okay. Put some balm in there.
I didn't under.
Tap
I
the
thought it was
glass.
better to.
Is there anything else here?
There wasn't
Nice.
anything else you. It was pointless to try.
Okay, maybe with the hook or something. I don't know, man.
Better think about it.
How do I make it go? How do I make it dig? Hold up. Maybe M knows. Sing him a lullaby or something.
Can you do anything from down there?
Anything like what?
I don't know exactly. Can you look inside that window and tell me what you see?
It seems to be an office. There's a big map hanging on the wall, a desk full of papers, and a safe.
Do you think you can sneak inside and take a look up close?
No, the window is closed from the inside.
I always have to do everything myself. Try not to be seen by anyone, kid.
Alright, no, I guess not. How do we get, No idea, hold up. Let's move this around. Alright, maybe we can hook this up now?
I thought it was better to look for.
Nope, never mind. Is there anything else we can do around here? He just shreds his shoulders? Okay.
The little rat was evidently scared, upset, and desperately looking for a way out. Just like me. If I could just make it dig.
How the hell am I gonna make it dig?
I didn't understand. Maybe. I could insulate the antenna with. Sometimes. Was it real?
Don't really understand. Got Shabby now. Now to get him to dig. Just shake the thing, tap the glass, do something. How do I make the rat dig? Brick? Are you scared of these noises? I don't think he is particularly scared of it.
The winch was being powered with that cable.
Maybe I can sabotage this, creating a fire
The
or
winch
something?
could still be useful to me, so I didn't want to sabotage it.
Never mind then. Is there anything else in the
They were
crates
very
here?
well sealed, and I didn't have time to try open. Not to mention that it.
No. Good grief. Don't know what to do then.
It was pointless to try again without spending at least.
I don't have anything else to use on it.
I didn't understand how. I felt a.
What the frick? Oh, what?
Maybe.
I'm so lost right now. What the hell? I don't have any more items.
Was it real? Maybe. That hatch could become my escape route, but it was secured to the floor with a lock. I felt a bit sorry for the. The little rat was evidently scared, upset, and desperately looking for a way out. Just like me. If I could just make it dig.
How can I make a rat dig? Just don't understand this part. Do I need a bulb here? Oh, maybe, okay.
The bulb was very hot. I burned my hand, even with the gloves.
Ah, okay, now we can make it dig, because it's hot. And he wants to get out, I guess.
The lamp was emitting enough heat to cause the rat to dig down.
There we
I
go.
just needed to power the bulb now.
I need to power the bulb? The remote control?
Was it really?
How do I power the freaking bulb, though?
By powering the bulb, the rat would be forced to dig down.
What? Hold up. There anything else out here? So how the hell am I powering the bulb?
Was it really worth it? I could By powering the bulb, the rat would be forced to dig down.
I don't see any wires around. What the hell? I use my hook?
No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't see a good reason to do that.
I think I would need to sabotage the cable though. Because the only
Maybe it
electricity...
would have been better to take some precautions before attempting such a move.
Ah, okay. Alright. Let's insulate it. Alright, now let's use this. Cut the wires. That done. Severed cable. Alright, connect that to the trap. There we go.
The heat of the bulb spread quickly inside the trap. At the beginning, the rat ran around in circles, panicking. Then I realized it could only escape in one way, by digging. Now I just have to enlarge the hole.
Now I have to enlarge the the hole. Let's put the hook.
At that moment, the winch was powerless, so it would have been useless to operate the hook.
Alright, can we connect the two severed cables again?
Better not to touch it more than necessary.
Alright, use the adhesive tape, please.
The winch might have been useful to enlarge that hole.
There we go. Connect that.
Ready for some healthy destruction?
Hells to the Ah, that was very...
No hatch, massive door, or prison can stop Lazarus Bundy.
Nice. Don't want an alarm everyone. That was very underwhelming though. Thought it would blow up the whole thing.
Hey, Em.
I don't know how you did it, but Spubby is here.
Yeah, I can barely contain my joy. Now go back to your dinghy and keep the engines ready. We're about to depart from this hellish ship.
Thank goodness. I don't like this place.
Huh, you're scared, huh?
Not at all. It's just that it's cold out here, and I want to go back home.
To the sewer or to the old man's place?
We're out of here.
We're gonna get cold. Oh, right into the
I found myself in a cabin full of documents, papers, and a huge map hanging on the wall. On the table, I glimpsed a box containing all my belongings. I intended to retrieve them and then run away like the wind.
Nice.
But the phone started to vibrate as soon as I picked it up. Must have been Alice trying to make contact to figure out what happened to me. Alice, it's not exactly the best time to talk. I'm about to jump overboard.
I assume you were able to
Oh,
infiltrate the Citlalicue. Remarkable.
It's the Challenger.
You!
It's a real pleasure to finally be able to chat, even if not face to face as I'd hoped.
You son of a...
I prefer you call me Doctor. And why so much spite towards me? I'm just trying to give your career a little boost.
By kidnapping a girl? I'd rather stayed sitting on my hands.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. But we'll talk about that another time. I'm dying to know how your investigation's going. So please tell me, have you already found it?
On what?
Found it? Huh, of course. I found everything.
I'm afraid not. And indeed, your situation is not the best. That ship will be your grave if you don't decipher the riddle that lies within as soon as possible. In the main cabin, to be precise. You'll recognize it by the huge map hanging on the wall.
You bastard. This whole thing is just a game to you. A sadistic game with the life of an innocent at stake.
The life of two innocents, as you have surely already discovered. At this point, I'm curious, Lazarus. What do you think about the kidnapping of Kathrin Mulzberg?
I think that had something to do with it, but I'm still not quite sure if he's in cahoots with the... what was the guy's name? Forgot. See what? The baby? What? Romantic getaway.
Eric Mulzberg is one of the richest and most influential men in the city, so it's only natural for the motive to be money. What doesn't make any sense is the lack of a ransom demand, even after all this time.
There will be no ransom, because money is the last thing Radwed
Radwed.
needs.
He wants the baby, because
He
it's
wants
his.
Kathrin and what she will give to him shortly. A baby. The girl was mentally reconditioned. Her entire sentimental story with Radwed was created and well orchestrated.
Yeah, he manipulated her.
Even the baby's conception.
But why? What's so special about that baby to make someone engineer such a plot?
Now you're pretending to know too much, Lazarus. But the clock is ticking. I suggest you spend your time trying to find what's hidden on the Citlalicue. One last hint. You have the solution to everything in your pocket, even if you still don't get it. The hourglass is emptying, Lazarus. See you soon.
I
Oh,
hated
God.
admitting it, but the doctor had managed to replace my healthy instinct for survival with an irrational need to turn that cabin upside down. Until that moment, I hadn't learned anything concrete, and the situation was starting to burn at me. I needed a victory, even the smallest one, to find the strength to proceed, but I couldn't achieve it by myself.
Hello?
Miss Sharp, I'm Inspector Burton. I was about to drink my 5th afternoon cognac when I decided to promote you as an intern for life. Congratulations.
Lars? Lars, is that you?
Hey, how'd you recognize me?
Has anybody informed you that phones now show the number of an incoming call?
Mine doesn't.
Your phone dates back to 95, Lars. Wait a minute. You're not on the Citlalicue, are you?
Possibly?
I'm calling you directly from the oceanic flows.
Are you in danger? Do you need me to send backup?
Well, I've been locked inside a cold, dark cargo hold for a while, and it's only thanks to the supersonic speed of my brain that I managed to get out.
Or combining random objects or breaking things like you usually do?
Isn't that what detectiving's all about?
After that, I received an interesting phone call from the doctor.
The doctor? You mean the man you've been hunting for days?
Precisely. It seems he wants to be called that.
We've established that he likes theatrics then. Are you hurt?
Only my feelings. This guy doesn't want to kill me, Alice. He's having too much fun with me.
He creeps me out. Anyway, you better leave that ship, and soon.
There's a situation I need to tie up first, but I need your assistance.
Then it's time to use the Bluetooth device I gave you. Involve me in all your steps.
Roger, do you receive me?
Loud and clear.
I can't take my mind off the last words of the doctor. You have the solution in your pocket. What if it was another one of his subtle clues? Let's get to work.
It's gotta be something to do with this chest note here. Let's have a look around the room first. The door window? Can I go outside?
It's not yet time to abandon ship. I have a challenge to win.
Okay.
I don't understand how you can say something like that. I'd run like hell as fast as possible.
But I'm a professional, intern.
What did we say about the intern?
Sorry.
Have a look around the table. There's a
God,
device.
there's such a mess on this table. Don't they have a cleaning lady around here?
You wish, so you could repeat your trick with the bloody heart.
That was really epic.
Have a look at the device.
A device measuring the pressure and the altitude and
You live in Miami and you don't know the first thing about boats?
if you can believe it, I don't even know how to swim.
Oof. Gotta learn that skill, buddy. It's essential. Let's have a look at the map.
Hanging on the wall is a large map.
Describe it to me meticulously.
It is represented as a map of the entire world, but actually it is missing entire continents, including North America. Seems antique.
It's only a map of Europe, to be honest, like...
If it's missing the more recently discovered continents, it could be traced back to the time of the ancient Romans. Are there any decorations?
No, nothing specific.
This doesn't add up. Normally maps like that always display a symbol, the windrose. It should be there.
What if it was removed for some reason?
I think we should follow this lead since we have nothing better. Look for anything that might refer to the windrose.
There's a windrose right here on the table.
Try to find something that relates to the windrose. Anything at all.
Let's see. A few incomprehensible projects, an incomprehensible sort of logbook, a completely incomprehensible stack of papers. Then we have playing cards, a few chips, nuts, and a drink. Somebody went buck wild in here.
Come on, Lars. Don't waste time.
Wait a minute. Here it is. A magnet with the windrose engraved on it.
This is confirmation that we're on the right track.
Alright, let's have a look at the safe as well.
There's a safe in the room. From the look of it, I'd say it's going to be a tough nut to crack.
Can you read its model?
Let's see. Secure Master Core 2.5.
Ah, it's the 2.5. The 2.0, we got that covered, but not the 2.5. They patched that up.
Bad news. I am browsing a blog of professional safecrackers, and it seems nobody has yet found a way to open that specific model. Or at least, a way that does not involve using an abundance of dynamite or liquid hydrogen.
Well, we could always use that.
Sorry, is a blog of professional safecrackers really a thing?
You'd be surprised what circulates on the deep web.
Anyway, it seems clear the only way to open this safe is to find the right combination. I don't think the doctor would play so dirty that he wouldn't provide me with all the necessary information to face his challenge. The combination must be somewhere in here. I was sure that trying random combinations wouldn't do any good.
What middle wheel? What's this? Just rotate it? Okay. Okay, so there's 3 wheels we can rotate and then the big middle wheel. Gotcha. Anything else? A door. Me open this?
It's not yet time to leave. I have a challenge to win.
Alright, let's have a look at the map again.
I have the windrose. I just have to use it on the map somehow.
Can you use it on the map?
Okay, I have the windrose. Now what do I do?
Let me check.
Maybe on the deep web there's also a nice blog for code breakers of old Roman maps where a windrose is missing.
Okay, I found a website that seems reliable. If the map is a reference to the ancient Romans, there's only one spot where that magnet should be placed.
In Rome.
Rome, obviously.
Wrong. Apparently the Romans were convinced that the origin of the winds wasn't in Rome, but an unspecified point in the Ionian Sea.
Copy that. It's make or break time.
Okay, that's done.
Without specific clues, I can't help but think of what the doctor told me.
Maybe he was referring to something you have with you?
Yeah, I do have this chest note here. Can I just plop that in?
Without specific clue, can't help.
Maybe.
Have a look at that.
Wait a second, Alice. When the doctor suggested I have the solution in my pocket, maybe it wasn't just an expression. The chest note I found along with Kathrin and Radwed's photo. It must mean something, and maybe it's even linked to the riddle hidden in this room.
It seems plausible. Describe the note to me.
There are some chest diagrams, a few colored in red and others in green.
The combination of color and chess could be a movement suggestion. You know how it works, right?
Chess? It always seemed to me a pastime for manic obsessives.
You don't know how wrong you are. Ask if you need instructions.
On one side of the note, there's also a windrose. That could be a reference to the map in the cabin, couldn't it?
At this point, I'd be surprised if it were otherwise.
Okay, let's get to work.
Okay, so maybe we have to... But where do I start from?
I didn't like that noise.
I think you inserted the wrong code, but look on the bright side. Now we are sure that the map hides some sort of mechanism.
I counted 7 moves before the warning triggered. That narrows things down, but we're still talking about thousands of potential matches. What I need is a reference.
In the meantime, return the rose to the starting position. I bet the mechanism will reset.
Okay, so this is the starting position. So, according to the map, we have to go red horse. That would be either here or here, right? Like the possible move. Because the horses move like an L shape. Oh, and there's like squares, so we just move 1, 2... How does a horse move in chess? Like here. Yeah, that'll be 1 to the left, to the red place, okay. And then to the green with the tower, but... Huh, I don't see any possible green in any direction though. Okay, do I start again all over? Hold up. Let's try that again.
A knight.
In chess, a knight moves in an L pattern. So 2 squares vertical followed by 1 horizontal, or vice versa.
And then the green rook.
A rook.
The rook can move in as many free squares as you want, but only in horizontal or vertical lines.
The bishop moves diagonally.
There's a funny piece, with its head cut in 2.
The bishop. You can move it in any diagonal direction.
Alright, so we just have to use that. But I don't understand how it connects to the green or the red. So like the horse or the knight moves us to this position, right? And then the rook, he moves. Oh, there's a green here. Okay, never mind. And then horse, that moves here. And then bishop, that moves all the way there. And then knight moves, could move, no, just here. And then it was a rook again, to a red. Here we go. And then green horse. Nice.
What was that metallic clank?
That, my dear, was the sweet sound of success. The safe is open.
That means its mechanism was just a smokescreen. Very ingenious.
But why did the doctor give me suggestions on how to solve the riddle of the Citlalicue?
Maybe he was feeding the challenge by giving you some hints.
I hope next time he sends a few pistachios instead. I love pistachios. Alice, I hear steps in the hallway.
Do something, hurry!
Uh-oh. Hide behind the table?
God, they're such a... Don't they have
You will.
that?
Get the safe. Oh god.
It's not what it looks like.
Oh, I've shot again. Oh, twice.
Lars?
Lars! We hide outside? No, too late.
Lars?
Can't go outside. Alright, maybe hold the door? Nope.
It's not what it looks like.
Lars?
Let's go inside the safe, baby. Oh god, what the hell? What do I do? I tried to go under the table, but
Lars?
didn't really seem to work.
God, they're such... Don't they have a cleaning...
You will.
That.
Just hide. Oh my god.
It's not what it looks like.
There's the, this gem? The door. Oh god. Never mind that. Never mind that. Let's see what I have. What else do I have?
No matter how hard I... By rotating this...
A ridge. Damn it.
It's not what it looks like.
Lars? Lars!
Can't really do anything without getting caught.
It's not what it looks like.
Lars?
Tracking bracelet, a chain? Ah, there we go.
Suck on that, Doctor.
What's happening? Are you okay?
I gained some precious seconds, but I've got to move. The safe contained mostly paperwork, bearer bonds, property records, and notarial deeds. But something else caught my attention. It was a small obsidian item that partially reflected my image. All that fuss just to hide a little mirror. And yet, I immediately understood that this wasn't an ordinary mirror. I could sense its power running through my veins.
What the hell?
It was like holding something alive.
Lars! Pull yourself together, Lars. You said you have to move, and instead you've been gawping there for 2 minutes now.
2 minutes? Damn, this little thing hypnotized me. I'm hanging up. We'll catch up when I'm back.
Do get in touch.
Alright, quickly now. Nice landing. Hit it, Hem.
Go!
Are we
After
safe?
my incursion aboard the Citlalicue, I knew I should expect another private visit. This time, without any possibility of a rain check. I wasn't wrong. The same individual that approached me a few hours earlier had returned, and this time he wouldn't go away with just some simple chatter. Besides, at that point, I was tired of talking as well.
Going through my things. Tackle him.
You have
Red
nowhere to
Web.
go.
Are you sure about that?
What the hell? He's wearing this like emerald necklace though. Does that give him powers? He did punch the hell out of us. Landed on the hornet though. Go, go! Back to the bike.